Hey, this is Joe Gilder from HomeStudioCorner.com. Today I'm going to show you how to get a better drum sound in 7 seconds. Now, this is something that when you first learn it, it seems like a miracle. And then after you use it, you wonder how you ever mixed drums without it. Now, you may have come across this on your own. It's a fairly common piece of advice, but I had to make sure I do a video on it just in case you haven't heard about this. It's a pretty cool way to get a better drum sound fast. Now, this doesn't solve all your problems, and it won't give you your final drum sound with this one trick, but it will get you leaps and bounds ahead of where you were before, and will lead to a much better sounding drum kit. Okay, so let me show you what is it. It's really simple. It's this right here. Let's zoom in. Boom, you see that right there? 400 hertz. And then over here, a big cut. That's it. Almost every drum I've ever mixed, especially kick drum, but also snare and toms, likes some sort of a cut at 400 hertz. I don't know why. It just happens to be that sort of what you hear people talking about, a boxy frequency. That's it. Now, it doesn't have to be exactly 400. You'll want to dial that in. Anywhere from 3 to 500 or even higher or lower might be the right spot for the cut, but generally there's some sort of cut there in the mid-range that really clears out the boxiness and makes them sound better. So let me stop talking about it and show you what I'm talking about. So here I've got this EQ actually on a whole drum bus. Here it is without EQ. And here's what 400 hertz sounds like. I'm boosting that just so you can hear it. See, it's kind of just an annoying frequency, right? It just doesn't sound good. But you may not think to go and cut that. You might be boosting low end, boosting highs, trying to get the drums to sound better when they really just need a nice healthy cut at 400. So let's start cutting and listen to the sound change. Is that not worlds better with one EQ move? Here's before. Here's after. Instantly better. Now, I should note that this EQ has an auto makeup gain feature, so the volume that I'm taking away with this EQ cut is being made up for. It's as if I made the cut and then boosted the output gain of the EQ just a little bit. So you're hearing it perceived increase in highs and lows by removing the mid-range, which is essentially what we're doing. We're removing this mid-range, and then you're able to hear the lows and the highs a little bit better. So it works on a drum bus. Let me show you real quickly. It also works on kick and snare. Real quick, let's take a listen. I'm not even going to change the EQ. I'm just going to drag it onto this kick track. Let's take a listen. Here's before. Here's after. You hear the snap more, you hear the low end better. Here's a snare, same thing. Before. Whoops, let's actually listen to it. Before. After. It's just tighter, brighter, everything's better. So, if you haven't been doing this already, incorporate this into your drum mixing routine. I promise you, it'll make things sound better. And I'm not one for rules that I always do, but I literally almost always do some sort of cut like this on drums when I'm mixing them, and I'm almost never sorry that I did. All right, go try it out. See ya.